Go-Go is going global. Good evening, I'm Adam Longo, and this is FutureBandDC. We're going to be talking about a cultural exchange program that is bringing DC's go-go music to Cuba. James Woodert here. He just got back from Havana last week. We'll talk with him. We'll hear more from the band. But first, WUSA9 News at 7 starts right now. A Prince George's County man is in police custody facing rape, kidnapping, and carjacking charges. He's accused of targeting men on popular dating apps. The trial underway for 6 men accused of murdering 10-year-old Micaiah Wilson, a killing that shocked our region nearly 5 years ago. Go-Go goes global. We'll introduce you to the lead singer who just returned from Cuba. FutureBandDC is here to perform live in our studio. Today's top local news stories and DC's most accurate forecast. Deeper context on the day's big stories, along with the good news happening in the DMV. This is the 7 o'clock news on WUSA9. First tonight, though, we start with a weather watch alert. It has rained for most of the day. Our glorious mid-February afternoons, they're gone, and this rain not going anywhere anytime soon. Chief Meteorologist Topper Shutt here with us. How long is it going to last, Top?
Well, you know what? We're going to see some showers overnight, especially north of town. But then look at all this, Adam. This is some pretty heavy activity. It's going to roll in just in time for the morning commute tomorrow. Look at the lightning pop up, too, around Charleston. See that? We could see the rumble of thunder tomorrow. Some heavy storms now. Sections of eastern Kentucky around London, Kentucky, and down toward Knoxville, moving from Crossville. Now, we'll zoom in a little bit. So this is the rainfall in the past couple of hours. It's just updated, most of which is north of I-66 and north of 50. So if you're south of town, you could probably get out and take a quick walk after dinner. You certainly could temperature-wise. It's not bad at all. This is the latest image, just a second updated. So we have some light activity up toward Frederick and Hagerstown, maybe a sprinkle down toward Warrenton, but for the most part, it's all north of D.C. And notice it's all light. I mean, yeah, there's a couple sprinkles as you get past the spur, head toward Rockville and Germantown, and then up toward Frederick as you get, through Clarksburg up to Frederick. But that's just light activity at this point in time. Let's talk about what's going to happen. So this is a Futurecast. This updates every hour. So it just came in a couple minutes ago. This is 9 o'clock tonight. Light showers around the metro, but boom, look at the heavy activity now setting up in the mountains west of I-81. And then by 11 o'clock, now we have some heavier activity out toward Frederick, but still light in the metro. And we get into the morning hours. Here it comes. Look at the temps. They go up 64 downtown. Flecks of yellow, yes, some moderate downpours. That's at 6 o'clock in the morning. By 9 o'clock, still in the 60s. Notice the winds out of the southwest here. Notice the winds out of the northwest there. That is the separation between the front, the line of demarcation, essentially being I-95 by 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll come back, let you know when that finally clears the metro. We'll also talk about some pretty strong winds behind the front and, yes, wind chills.
All right, Topper, thank you. Let's get to the news now. Just within the last hour, D.C. police have told us that a murder suspect confessed to killing a handyman. This is exclusive video you'll see only on WUSA9. On February 3rd, police found a body without a head or hands in a backyard near Kearney and 13th Streets in Northeast D.C. Tonight, the suspect, Lavon Barnes, appeared in court. He's now being held without bond after turning himself in yesterday. Casey Nolan is outside the D.C. courthouse with more.
Not only do prosecutors say this crime was gruesome, in court this evening, the judge said it also appears incredibly random. Take a look. This is exclusive video from 3 days after this body was first found. On a tip from sources, WUSA9 had a crew there as police searched the backyard of this home on the 1300 block of Kearney Street Northeast, not far from Catholic University. Now, at the time, police would only confirm remains were found. Prosecutors now say the man living there, 32-year-old Lavon Barnes, killed a handyman, cut off his head and arms, and put the remains in a trash bag in the backyard. In court today, the judge said it appears that the handyman just happened to be there and that there was no sign he had done anything to Mr. Barnes. Reading through the court documents, the judge said blood was found inside the home, along with items believed to be used by Mr. Barnes to commit this murder. Prosecutors also said Mr. Barnes suffers from severe mental illness, and they said he called police to confess and has been cooperating with investigators for the past couple of days. Now, prosecutors said Barnes was living at that house there with a relative who now no longer wants him there. The judge said in court that he has no prior criminal record, although she also said it is clear he is a danger to the community and ordered him to be held without bail until his next appearance next month. In D.C., Casey Nolan, WUSA 9.
All right, tonight we've just learned the name of the man killed at the Dunn-Loring Metro station yesterday. His family's identified him as 50-year-old Harold Riley. Riley leaves behind 2 daughters and at least 4 grandchildren. Metro Transit police say he died when he got off the train with a dog leash tied around him. Surveillance video showed the doors closing, but his service dog Daisy was still inside. So the leash got caught in the door when the train started moving. An accident report shows that Riley hit his head on a railing at the end of the platform.
You hear something like that, it's like you don't really expect that to ever happen.
Tonight, his family has created a GoFundMe page to try and raise money for funeral expenses. Riley's dog, Daisy, has already been adopted by a new family. The Metro Rail Safety Commission is conducting its own investigation. Let's move to Prince George's County now, where police say a man is in custody tonight facing rape, kidnapping, and carjacking charges. Police say 26-year-old Rodney Richardson used a dating app to lure his victims. Our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz is at Prince George's County Police Headquarters with some new information about this case.
Adam, tonight investigators are looking for other potential victims or anyone that has information that could link Rodney Richardson to other violent crimes here in Prince George's County.
Very disturbing.
That's how Prince George's County Police describes 2 different assaults that they say were committed by 26-year-old Rodney Richardson of Brandywine.
In both cases, he met both of the victims on dating apps.
February 10th, court documents indicate that Richardson met his victim on Tinder, forcing him to lie in a car trunk.
Richardson raped the victim at gunpoint. In addition, he drove the victim to the victim's bank and forced him to take out money.
Investigators say on February 2nd, he carjacked a man he also met online, leaving the victim, who has an amputation, stranded without his phone, wallet, or crutches.
The fact that he was armed in both of these assaults, makes it very disturbing and heinous type of crimes.
Richardson was arrested on Monday and is now facing rape, kidnapping, and carjacking charges. His arrest comes days after 24-year-old Wayne Anthony Robinson of Capitol Heights was sentenced to 20 years in prison for a 2020 carjacking in Adelphi, Maryland. Investigators say Robinson also used the dating app Grindr to lure his victim.
We are committed to holding individuals who are committing carjackings in our community accountable.
Prince George's County Police saying tonight that if you use dating apps, you should let somebody know where you're going and who you're meeting with, and also let that person track your phone. In Upper Marlboro, Rafael Sanchez-Cruz, WUSA9.
A trial is now underway for the 6 men accused of killing a 10-year-old girl and shooting 4 others in Northeast. Micaiah Wilson shot and killed nearly 5 years ago after she was walking to an ice cream truck in her apartment complex. In court today, a police surveillance camera showed 5 men in a stolen Infiniti opening fire on a crowd of people just out on their front stoops. Wilson's big sister picked her up and saw a hole in her chest. The child had been shot in the heart and died on her mother's doorstep. Police say the Wellington Park street gang shot up Clay Terrace in a long-running beef over drug turf. Judge Robert Okun has warned jurors the trial could last as long as 3 months. Here are updates on some of tonight's other top stories. Police in Prince William County, Virginia are looking for this man, Tyler Sadoff. He's wanted for felony animal cruelty after police say he threw a woman's cat out of a window twice. Police say it happened last Friday night at the Bayview Apartments on East Longview Drive in Woodbridge. We're told Sadoff threw the cat after he got into an argument with its owner. The cat died. If you see this man, give police a call. Equality Virginia says the Senate Education and Health Committee has killed 2 remaining bills dealing with transgender students. One of them would have banned transgender students in K-12 schools from participating in sports. Equality Virginia says all of this year's bills, which directly targeted LGBTQ+ people, are now off the table in Richmond. DC schools are trying to find drivers to fix the school bus driver shortage in the district. DCPS is hosting an event tomorrow. It starts at 10 in the morning and goes until 6. This is at the old council chambers in the Marion Barry building. DCPS leaders are offering a $5,000 signing bonus. You can get updates on these and all of our top stories anytime at WUSA9.com. All right, a heads up if you live in D.C. or in Fairfax or Arlington counties in Virginia, you might notice a slight change in the taste or smell of your tap water starting next week. Washington Aqueduct says they're getting a head start conducting a routine program to clean their drinking water system. They'll be disinfecting the water with chlorine starting Monday and going through mid-May. All right, so Black history is American history, and history is everywhere you look in the district. In the 1970s, the Godfather, Chuck Brown, began laying the foundation for a new and innovative sound in D.C. called go-go music, because it keeps the party going and going and going. It's the official music of D.C. this music was heavily inspired by funk, blues, soul, and salsa. Well, tonight, go-go has expanded well beyond the D.C. region. These guys are going to Cuba. That's right, Cuba! The lead singer of this band, James, FutureBandDC. He just got back from Havana last week. In just a moment, we're going to talk to James Woodert about his trip. But first, let's get it. Listen, we're back with FutureBandDC playing in our studio right next door. Go-Go is glowing global. James Woodert, the lead singer, is in studio here. He's going to talk with us in just a second. First, we're going to bring in Chief Meteorologist Topper Shutt. The band is going to keep playing. They are going to be your soundtrack to tonight's forecast, which has been rainy, and you've got this line of mess to talk about.
Look at the lightning. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I mean, it isn't February-like, but it's
better
cool.
than snow.
Is it though? That's
it is.
I don't think it is. But severe weather all the way back down into East Tennessee. So a big line of showers and a couple of thunderstorms, and that's what's going to ruin our morning tomorrow. And really the main impetus for this weather watch alert. Right now we do have some showers, but for the most part we're kind of in a little bit of a lull. Most of the showers now north of town and then west of I-81. We'll zoom in a little bit. It's dry now. Rockville, Germantown, Leesburg, couple of showers out toward Charlestown and down toward Warrenton, but this is kind of our break before the main event tomorrow. You know, we're looking at some showers out 50. You go far enough out toward Romney and Moorfield, but even those showers are light at this hour. Temperatures keep going up. 57 downtown, 60 in La Plata, 52 in Frederick. That's one of the cooler numbers. Don't worry, you'll probably be 60 before all is said and done by tomorrow. So, what are the threats for our weather watch alert? This is not really a life-threatening weather watch alert, more of a nuisance and a lifestyle. So rain is high as a threat. Wet commutes, snow off the table, damaging winds, low, but on the table. We could actually see some wind gusts over 30 miles an hour tomorrow in the wake of the front. So flooding is low, but on the table. There's that wet commute. That's high. That's our main impact. I mean, waiting at the bus stop tomorrow is going to be miserable. You know, getting your car is going to be miserable, or waiting for the bus. Power outage is low with those winds. Okay, so here we are, 8 o'clock tonight, showers to the north. 10 o'clock, a few showers to the north, but then boom, by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, rain and showers across the board, and temps still going up. Now it's 62 downtown. And look at this little line of showers and storms to me. You can see the rumble of thunder. That's 8 o'clock in the morning. And then by 10 o'clock, we see the back edge of the precip now essentially Leesburg to Gaithersburg. Gets out of here pretty quickly. By 1 o'clock, it's gone except for southern Maryland. Temps beginning to fall now. By 6 p.m., we're in the 30s, 41 downtown. By early in the morning on Saturday, we're in the 20s. And yes, we have a wind chill. So don't be fooled. When you leave tomorrow, it'll be like it's in the 60s. Even by noon, it'll still be pretty warm. But look what happens. By 5 o'clock, feels like it's 49 downtown, feels like it's in the 30s in the suburbs. And if you're out Friday night, not even late, feels like it's in the 20s across the board. And don't look now to feel like it's in the teens by Saturday morning. But as has been the case all winter, colder doesn't last long. So there's our weather watch alert through noon tomorrow. A bit chilly but nice on Saturday. There's our quote cold day, and then boom, near 60 again Sunday, milder with a few clouds late in the day. President's Day warm, stray shower possible. We're near 60. A couple showers possible on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday in the morning anyway. But look at that, by next Thursday we are near 70 degrees.
Topper, thank you. Listen, Go-Go, the official music of D.C., going beyond the district. How the band's leader here, James Woodert, we're going to talk in just a second, how he is spreading the D.C. Go-Go culture in Cuba. Stick around. So this month, we're celebrating Black history and culture. Where else would we start other than right here in the district? EU, Rare Essence, Junkyard, Backyard, of course, the Godfather, Chuck Brown. We are talking all things go-go music tonight. FutureBandDC in the house. They've got the soundtrack to our show fully under control. First, though, I'm going to talk to the band's lead singer, James Woodert, here with us. We've been talking for a couple weeks. He was part of a cultural exchange program that helped him take go-go to Cuba. So grateful to have you here, to have you back in town.
Yes, sir.
How did this whole thing get started? What brought you to Cuba in the first place?
So this was an initiative that started back in 2020, where I worked with Mahari Fortune and her company, Dreaming in Cuban, where we do a cultural exchange. It's called the Global Music Exchange Program, where we take go-go from DC, and and we go to another place, and we decided to start out with Cuba because the music is very similar. And so again, it started in 2020, pandemic happened. 2023, we're gearing it back up, and we're excited about what's happening.
So you just came back from Havana last week. What did you do while you were down there?
While I was there, well, prior to me leaving, I had the opportunity to meet with the Embassy of Cuba, and they gave the green light for us to go ahead over there. We went over there and we met with the Office of External Affairs, and they gave us the green light. And then I just had an opportunity to just get a feel for the people and the community, and it's very rich in culture, and I'm excited for what we can bring, and I'm excited to what I can learn.
So it was kind of a logistical setup meeting, right? So,
exactly.
So you're going to go back in November and teach a go-go master class?
Yes.
So is the whole band going, and what's involved in that?
Yeah, so our whole band is going. A few members in my band are educators, so we developed a curriculum for kids, and we're going to do a master class with the kids. And the venue that we're using is called Fábrica de Arte Cubana. Okay. And it's an amazing venue in Havana, and we're excited to do this master class right there in the middle of Havana.
What's the look on people's faces when they hear go-go music for the first time?
So in Cuba, the music is very similar.
Okay.
We use a lot of the same percussions, we use a lot of the same tones, so I really do feel that this community will be accepting to what we bring to the table.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, listen, James, stick around. We're going to hear the band play. You're going to go in there and sing. We're going to give you as much time as we can to do that, so I'm going to shut up. Listen, WUSA9 News at 7 coming right back with FutureBandDC. Coming up this Sunday, they'll be at Lydia's on H Street. This is FutureBandDC to play us out. I got links to all of their social media on my Twitter at Adam Longo TV. James, take it away.
Yes, sir. Right now, come on, listen. 'Cause I still hear your voice deep in my thoughts, and I still feel your love deep in my heart. I never thought it'd be so hard being apart, and I still feel your love. Let's go. Come on, wow. Y'all staring into space right now. Every time I wake up, gotta pray right now. You said you would never leave me all alone, but I ain't looking at your face right now. Yeah, what more can I say right now? Wishing that you would've stayed right now. Now I'm all alone, hoping that you call home. 'Cause I still hear your voice deep in my thoughts, and I still feel your love.